Alrighty, so we're starting at the roof today. There is a crawl space with an old shielded access, but that shielded access has a lot of corrosion and does not look like it can be put back. On top of that, the tub for the only bathroom is run through the old grease trap, which you cannot do, so that needs to absolutely be replaced. Issue is that once you replace that grease trap, there isn't enough grade to get to the cast iron. So honestly, it looks like that cast iron needs to be updated with the modern layout of the home. We're going to go ahead and hop in, take a look at things. In addition to everything I've seen, I'm going to recommend that all the plumbing and internals be inspected by a licensed pro, because there is a lot going on here. I'm seeing some heavier Alright, so we've got our transition point here at 37 feet. It's cast iron plane. Cast iron plays heavy scale buildup, needs to be cleaned, and we've got some heavy roots here at the transition point, blocking a good third of the connection that I can't inspect, so clean and inspect on this. Not surprised with everything else going on that we are already on a clean and re-inspect. We are heading out towards the back part of the backyard here. It's pretty common for these types of neighborhoods to have a common that runs along the back of several houses and collects that water and then drops it off to the main downhill. You can see here we have an absolutely massive amount of standing water. Even with water flowing through the line, it should not be this deep. We do have some issues with pitch here. We also have a lot of roots that are going to help exaggerate the water levels and flow. So this line is absolutely in dire need of proper maintenance. It needs to be cleaned, re-inspected. With how some of these roots are coming through, I suspect we've got some issues going on with this line that I just cannot fully see here today. here is our main tap connection at 150 feet. So you can see here we dip down where we should be looking at it, and it's just roots. So yeah, absolutely clean, re-inspect. There are issues with this line, but with the roots and the line the way it is today, it just can't be accurately located or investigated. Something like this should be cleaned every 1 to 2 years with the number of trees they have out back, how aggressively those roots are going to grow in with a shallower line like this in an arid climate like this. This line is going to need persistent and constant maintenance to make sure that it doesn't get worse, depending on what we find on that rescope. Not to mention, by current code, for every 100 continuous feet leaving the property, you do need an outside cleanout. We do not have that here. We are 150 feet, with 37 feet being the end of the internal line, and that's giving it a couple extra feet past the foundation. So we absolutely need dual sweep cleanouts installed on this line. Alrighty, one final thing. So the line's leaving at 36 feet, including the drop down into the line. See there that the end of the house is much further than 36 feet away. It means we're leaving somewhere along the back yard here. So it's there. We got trees all along the property line, all along the property line back there. All of those are going to want to grow into this sewer line, and are all roots you're going to need to contest with. So this line is definitely going to need yearly cleanings if the line passes on re-inspection.